This is such a dreamy, elegant perfume. Oh la 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 la. It smells elegant woman, okay? It smells dreamy, elegant woman, princess, royal, wealthy woman, whatever woman with taste. It smells dreamy and romantic. Oh la 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 la. Chanel number 22 is one of my favorite perfume. There's something in this perfume, yeah, in this vibe, in this style. It really reminds me of, you know, the super fancy soapy bar you can find in the Ritz in the bathroom. Oh la 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 la. Oh my god, such a fancy, dreamy perfume. It's so elegant. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you today for another perfume review. For new subscriber here, I'm Alice and I review every week chic, classy, iconic perfume. Some of them are vintage and exclusive, so if you like this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget also to leave a comment. And today is about luxury, dreams, extraordinary perfume. We are going to dream in this review because I'm going to review the most classy, iconic and dreamy perfume ever. I'm going to show you some perfume I love to wear for special occasion, cocktail, party, big events, big business invitation, fancy wedding. And yes, I feel super classy, super dreamy, and yes, I feel super elegant when I wear this perfume, so I can't start this dreamy review. Okay, the first one I'm going to show you, I discovered this one very recently. This is a Chanel perfume, but this one has something very different compared to Chanel number 5, which is obviously one of the most iconic and classy perfume ever. But this one is a different version of the Chanel number 5, and the story said that this perfume has been built with some of the formulation of the Chanel number 5, but there's something different. It's more a white, powdery perfume, white flower powdery perfume. So this is Chanel number 22 and I got a sample. I'm going to buy, of course, a big bottle. I love this perfume. This is one of the most elegant Chanel perfume ever, after of course the number 5, but this one is different. I'm gonna say this is a more modern, approachable version of the Chanel number 5. So this one has more white flowers, jasmine, lily of the valley, magnolia, also tuberose, rose. Yeah, this is such a white flowers, dreamy perfume with aldehyde. So if you love powdery and white flowers perfume, you have to buy this one definitely. This is such a dreamy, elegant perfume. Oh la 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 la. It smells elegant woman, okay? It smells dreamy, elegant woman, princess, royal, wealthy woman, whatever woman with taste. It smells dreamy and romantic. Oh la 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 la. Chanel number 22 is one of my favorite perfume. Oh la la. And personally, I love to wear this one before going to bed. Yeah, before going to bed when I really want to feel like a princess, you know, in my bed. Or also for special occasion. Of course, I love to wear this one also for big cocktail, big fancy cocktail, business events. a big also a board meeting or just a fancy date, I love to wear Chanel number 22. Okay, now let's start to talk about the Chanel number 5. Of course, this is such an iconic perfume. This is also a masterpiece of elegance, of dreaminess. Chanel number 5, you can't go wrong, and the story said that it was also the perfume of Marilyn Monroe. It was the perfume of so many Hollywood actresses, by the way. But this is such an iconic perfume, and this is dreamy. I love this one. For me, this one smells old money, really old money woman, old money young woman, also lady. This is so also Parisian, very chic, very French, very Parisian. It smells wealthy, money, taste, old money, old school lady too. I love this one. I really love this one. I also enjoy to wear this one during the winter time. So why Chanel number 5 smells so chic, so elegant, so old money? It's because of the soapiness of this perfume. This perfume is very, very soapy, but it smells like a very refined soapy bar. And it was also the idea behind this perfume. Chanel wanted something that smelled very, very clean, super clean, not like the street in Paris. She wanted something very fancy, very clean. It's the idea between the Chanel number 5. It's this perfect note of soapiness. Perfect. I love to wear Chanel number 5. Oh my god, yeah. Number 3 is also one of the masterpieces of refined elegance, and this one is more like haute couture perfume, because this perfume has been launched actually as a first haute couture perfume. This is a French brand, niche but very luxury. I love this one. It's also a very old niche French brand. So this is Joy by Patou. And yes, this perfume was launched in the 30s, so in 1930s. And this perfume was launched as one of the first haute couture perfume. At that time, it was such a fancy concept at that time, so luxury. And why this perfume is so dreamy? Because it has so many flowers, so many complex notes, fancy, expensive ingredients. Also, this perfume was the most expensive perfume after World War II. So this is an extraordinary perfume. Extraordinary. We're talking about haute couture. This perfume has a concentration of 10,000 different flowers. Can you believe it? 28 different roses also. A complex blend of different jasmine also. So this is a super fancy dreamy perfume. It's very flowery. It's super powdery, super flowery, with something old school, and a French vibe actually. So let's start to smell, because this one, I don't smell this one often, so I love to wear Joy by Patou also for fancy event in Paris. When I got invited also for some different parties. So you also get this soapiness. There is aldehyde in this perfume, definitely in the opening. But it's so complex. It's very powdery, very flowery. So I get the rose. The rose is very present, and there are 28 different roses. I got also a different complex of different blend of jasmine, tuberose, white flowers actually. Oh my god, this is such a refined perfume, but close also to Quelques Fleurs by Houbigant. There's something also close. They are different. Houbigant has much more a white direction. It's pure white soapy bar. This one is more complex, but has something like the same vibe as Houbigant. If you enjoy a powdery, complex, sophisticated, flowery perfume, you're gonna love this one. Now, a royalty perfume. This is also an iconic perfume because the story said that it was the perfume of the Princess Grace Kelly, her wedding perfume, and the story also said that this perfume was created by Creed to Grace Kelly, a perfume made for Grace Kelly herself, and it remains really the signature perfume of Grace Kelly. Actually, this is such a beautiful, beautiful, old school, elegant, classy perfume. So this is Creed Fleurissimo, made launched in 1956. So this is a 50s perfume. You're gonna smell something very powdery, but with a lot of iris actually. We are in the same vibe as Bleue by Guerlain, with a lot of iris, violet. This is a fresh, intense, powdery perfume with a lot of violet, iris, rose, bergamot. You know, when I disclose the ingredients, you can see it is very close, very close to Bleue, but there's something different, probably because of the musk. Gray musk, white musk in the base, so it gives something cleaner, more soapy than Bleue. Yeah, very soapy, fresh in the opening. There's something cologne, a very old money also, because there's some cologne note in the opening. It's not only the bergamot. Yeah, it's very cologne, a woman cologne, unisex cologne in the opening with the bergamot, and I get also something, yeah, exactly like a very fancy, expensive unisex man or woman cologne, and after it's very powdery, but there's something fresh and soapy at the same time. Yeah, very interesting. Fleurissimo is a very interesting old money perfume, very fancy, very elegant. So let's continue to dream, and now we are coming to my signature perfume for new subscriber. You might not know my signature perfume. For those who are really following me on YouTube, you know this perfume. I love this one. I don't remember how I came to this one actually, because my signature perfume used to be Jean-Louis Cherrer. You know, it's a very white flowers green perfume, and I switched to this one, and I don't remember how I came to this one. I said, okay, I love this one. This is Diorrissimo by Dior, and it really became my signature perfume. If you love Lily of the Valley like I do, actually I'm such an obsessed woman about Lily of the Valley, you're gonna love this one. Lily of the Valley is for me, it's very dreamy. It's one of the most dreamy flower ever for me. Very dreamy, very powdery, very romantic. And it was also, you know, the favorite flower of Christian Dior. Christian Dior used to really used to love Lily of the Valley, and he used also to make sure that in every Christian Dior runway, défilé, haute couture défilé, there was always, you know, at the end, at the clôture of the défilé, there was always a bouquet of Lily of the Valley. And he decided in 1956 to launch Diorrissimo, such an iconic perfume. If you love Lily of the Valley, you're gonna get something very green at the opening, like a fresh cut of Lily of the Valley bouquet. The earth of Lily of the Valley, it's super powdery, super white, super dreamy. It's exactly like when you smell Lily of the Valley, when you approach, when you find a Lily of the Valley bouquet. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful perfume, and it's very dreamy, very elegant. Also the symbol of hope, femininity, happiness also. Oh la 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 la. Diorrissimo forever, okay? Diorrissimo forever. Okay, another extraordinary perfume, and this is a new one, actually, a new one from the Extraordinary collection from Cartier. They launch a very niche collection, pretty much expensive. But for me, it's an extraordinary perfume because it's very difficult to recreate this level of, how can I say, delicacy, refinement, elegance. So this is Pur Muguet by Cartier, and I got a small sample. And this is really a piece of art for me, because Cartier was able to recreate such a natural scent of Lily of the Valley. This is really pure dreaminess, and this is one of the most fancy, delicate, refined, beautiful perfume I ever smell. This is called Pure Lily of the Valley. The name of this perfume is Pur Muguet. And yes, it's pure. It's pure, and Cartier are very, very good taste. Usually Cartier perfume are such beautiful, gorgeous, marvelous perfume. You can't go wrong. If you want to smell a $1 million woman, if you want to smell elegant and expensive, go for Cartier. Cartier are very, very good perfume. So let's start to smell this perfume. Oh my god, yes. Oh la 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 la, Cartier, oh yeah, I don't get something fresh or green. I got very the whitey direction, the pure whitey powdery direction of Lily of the Valley. Pure Muguet by Cartier is such a fancy perfume. If you are also looking for a perfume for wedding. Okay, another perfume, dreamy, romantic, fancy perfume I love also to wear. This one is very powdery. It's close to Fleurissimo by Creed, but it has maybe more, I'm gonna say more musk, something musky, ambery, a little bit more oriental compared to Fleurissimo. It's also my favorite bed perfume, but I love to wear this one also for fancy occasion, fancy date or fancy invitation. So this perfume is Bleue by Guerlain, and I got the Eau de Toilette version. I personally prefer the Eau de Toilette version. It has something, I don't know, fresh. More dreamy, more fresh than the Eau de Parfum, which is more powdery and also has more a high level of dose of iris, probably. I put my sample into a little spray like that. This is such a dreamy, elegant perfume. There was also Queen Elizabeth perfume. I didn't know that, and some of you said in the comments, yeah, it was one of the favorite Queen Elizabeth perfume. I know why, because this perfume is such an elegant, feminine perfume. You also can't go wrong with this one. There's a lot of neroli, orange blossom with iris, violet. It's fresh on the opening, a little bit spicy, and super powdery on the dry down with the lily, the iris root, and the violets. That's why you get something very, very powdery. And you get also this signature vibe of Guerlain. Such a wonderful, yeah, oh la la, I love this perfume. I really get the violet in this one, the iris and the violet. Super dreamy with the neroli and the orange blossoms. I love to spray this one before going to bed, and I also love to wear this one for special occasion. Okay, another iconic, fancy, classy, dreamy, over also royalty perfume. This was the perfume of Lady Diana for a wedding, and people said also that it was the signature perfume of Lady Di, and I know why, because this one is such a fancy, expensive, elegant and feminine perfume. It's very white and very soapy. It's one of the most soapy perfume I ever smelled, but with a very white flowers direction, which is a little bit surprising, given that there are white flowers, but there are so many flowers in this one. So this is Quelques Fleurs by Houbigant. I got a vintage, this is a vintage bottle, actually like 10 years old, so it's a little bit more soapy and more intense than a regular bottle. I also get a little sample because before buying this perfume, I really wanted to try. So this perfume has been launched in 1913. This is such an iconic fancy perfume. It used to be also the perfume during the 19th century of all the European royal family. So like I said, the direction of this perfume, it's very soapy, super soapy and white. This perfume smells a super fancy and expensive white soapy bar, and to me it smells like the Ritz actually. I don't know why, I'm always thinking about you know, the Ritz, but there's something in this perfume, yeah, in this vibe, in this style. It really reminds me of, you know, the super fancy soapy bar you can find in the Ritz in the bathroom. Oh la 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 la. Oh my god, such a fancy, dreamy perfume. It's so elegant. So this perfume is a complex powdery. It has also more than 10,000 different flowers, 250 different ingredients, so such a fancy complex perfume, so that's why it's very expensive. Okay, another fancy elegant perfume, very dreamy. This perfume is super dreamy, but if you love tuberose, okay, if you love very intense white flowers tuberose perfume, this perfume is for you. This is a super powdery tuberose perfume, so this is Honor by Amouage. So Amouage is a very intense oriental perfume brand, very oriental, and their perfume are very powdery and intense usually. And this is I'm gonna say an oriental version of a white flower perfume. There's a lot of tuberose in this one, a lot of jasmine, lily of the valley, gardenia. There's also gardenia in this one. So this perfume was launched, the inspiration behind this perfume is the story of Madame Butterfly. So if you love opera, of course also love story opera, you might know Madame Butterfly. So Madame Butterfly is a Puccini opera, and it's the story of a woman, a Japanese woman, very beautiful Japanese woman, who met an American soldier, and she made a lot of sacrifice for a lover, and she sacrificed pretty much everything, and she also sacrificed her life. I don't want to tell you all the story. It's a beautiful opera. It's one also my favorite opera, but there's no happy ending in this one. Okay, Madame Butterfly decided to you know, take her life. She commits suicide at the end. But this is a beautiful, I think very intense and dramatic perfume. It's a dramatic oriental version of the white flower perfume. Oh my god, yeah, super intense. So it's fresh, it's spicy. So what makes this perfume fancy and dreamy and elegant? I think it's such a fancy white flowers perfume, and you really get the white flowers. Yeah, I really get also the gardenia, and I think gardenia is like lily of the valley, is such a dreamy, elegant flowers. Last but not least, this is one of my favorite perfume. I love to wear this perfume for fancy nights out, and every time I wear this one, I know I smell dreaminess, I smell elegant, I smell refinement. I know I smell very fancy, and I also get a lot of male compliments. This is Fleurs Nocturnes by Isabey. So Isabey is also a niche luxury French brand. Isabey used to be originally a Rothschild perfume. This is a gardenia perfume with some fruity notes, with the abricot blossom, which is very smooth, delicate and fruity at the opening. It's super powdery gardenia on the dry down. You really smell the gardenia on the dry down, and it's fruity floral on the opening. Gardenia by Isabey is more a flowery, powdery perfume, and the gardenia is very intense, much more intense compared to Fleurs Nocturnes. But I love this one. Yeah, I really also smell some orange blossom or neroli notes. I don't think the neroli is listed, but yeah, it's a very fruity, floral perfume. I love to wear this one, and also it's very niche. So, you know, the fact that it's niche, expensive and elegant at the same time, it's super dreamy. I have a sample of Gardenia by Isabey, so we can try together, but from what I remember, it's a super fancy, delicate, elegant Gardenia perfume. Yeah. Yeah, it's very fresh. It's fresh on the opening, and the dry down, it's pure Gardenia. Yeah, la la. It's very, the Gardenia is so elegant in this one. It's blended very well, probably with some orange blossom, also jasmine, rose. But the Gardenia is pure. It's a fancy, pure, powdery Gardenia perfume. So elegant. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoy this review of my most classy, elegant and dreamy perfume ever. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget also to leave a comment. I would be super interested to know what is your favorite classy, elegant perfume you like to wear for special occasion, fancy events. And I see you very soon for another perfume review.